asking my family when the last time they showered was.
I promise if somebody says something more than about 3-4 days, calling the cops.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, in case you're new here, I'm actually not Spike Lee. I do make content like this every day though. Stick around.
Months ago.
I don't know. You don't know?
You don't know.
If you had to have like a guess.
2 months ago. Couldn't feel you.
You don't know? Estimate.
It ain't no 3 months. It ain't 3, 4 months. Let's go.
What?
4 months.
Ain't mad about it.
Whenever Poppy did 4 months ago.
Okay.
And here's the thing before y'all go be judging. When I was deep down, dark and depressed and didn't want to be here no more, back in the day, working from home, I went a couple days a couple times, more than a couple times.
Oh,
but
yeah.
3 or 4 months without showering, y'all, that house has to smell like Skid Row on steroids. Because the good thing about Skid Row is it's out in the open. They all confined and they grinning about it. He had a nerve to get an attitude. It's been 4 months. You know I ain't showered. And I can't even say everybody ain't able because they living in the house. Why y'all think they ain't showering? I'm upset now. Turn this camera off.
White girls don't wash their legs. I go, why do my legs need to be washed? They're fucking covered all
It's
day.
very true.
It's not like my legs are going out without me.
It's very true.
And when I take a shower, all the soap from my shower comes down. Tiffany, I had this conversation with too.
So you feel like that's washing. You feel like that.
It's not like my legs are out there gardening all day without me.
so bad. You fucking wash your legs.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, what do you mean you don't think? No.
What is going on with your legs that they need washing?
It's your body. You wash your body, Chelsea. Your entire body. You don't pick and choose.
I have hot spots. I have hot spots that I wash. I get 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
And I get those going, and then the 5th is the head, and then everything is fine.
No,
after that.
no, it's
Yeah,
not,
it is.
Chelsea.
That's
I want
like
you to.
cleaning in between your toes. Who got in there?
What do you mean? Who got in there?
Who got in my leg?
You.
That it's dirty.
The back of your knee. You see how the back of your knee is right now?
Yeah, with clean clothes over it.
Okay, yes, but you're gonna conjure up sweat on the back of your knee.
No, I don't. I'm not a molester. Why would I be
What are
sweating
you
on the
talking-
backs of my knees?
Because you're sitting with your legs crossed.
Yeah, crisscross applesauce.
Okay, this is a hot spot. Behind your knees is a hot spot.
No, not for maybe for you. It's not for me. Okay.
This is just where we're culturally different.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Well, I'm just telling you, it really is. And this is a thing that we just have to nip in the bud. Also, you probably don't even use like a wash rag. You're like a hand.
No, I don't use a wash rag.
Oh my God.
No, I
What do you-
don't. Nothing.
Oh, because your hands have the because your hands are.
But why is it?
You scrub them. Oh, because you have the loofahs on your hands.
Some people say hygiene is cultural. Some people say hygiene is not. Some people say hygiene is racial. Some people say hygiene is not. Why is the thick line always the thin line between the two? Because we have heard instances where we see white people come on social media and say how they don't take a shower. To them, this is normal. To them, this is cultural. Like they raise their kids, like they don't have to take their shower daily. Or maybe if they take a shower, they don't use like a sponge or something. As an African who was grown from a strict neighborhood where taking shower was something which was compulsory. You know, when you're in Africa, there's an age where you're stubborn. You don't want to take shower. You don't want to like do all those things. You are supposed to be bathing even. It couldn't matter what the time was. If you failed to bathe, there was no meals for you. If you failed to bathe, you were being punished for not taking shower. So from where I come from, we valued taking shower. And it was strict. There was no negotiations. The people that I was living with, they were so strict on that. They couldn't allow you to go to bed without touching water. So I'm really, really shocked. I'm really, really surprised hearing that we have people that even go 5 months without taking a shower. And like, it's okay to them. They are normal. That's something that they are used to. Brothers and sisters, I'm really, really surprised. I'm baffled by the fact that we have people that can even go 5 months without taking shower. This video is for educational purposes. It's not to make somebody feel bad about themselves or anything. And these are white folks that are coming out and speaking about this. So it's a concept that's out there. It is something that people are talking. Although you can look at history where the Moors introduced showering to all these other groups of people because they didn't know how to do it. But what did black people do? Black people introduced them, the Moors, they introduced it to them. Brothers and sisters, I want to switch this video, then I'll be back. I'll be sharing my thoughts in regards to this.
So you don't need to shower every day?
You don't. So we have protective oils on our skin. Those protective oils actually keep our skin healthy. If you shower every day, you get rid of those oils, and that's why often we have to put lotion on. On top of that, if you wash your hair every day, especially if you have curly hair, it can get rid of the oils in your hair, and it can cause hair damage as well. And so typically, but you do want to shower, because if you don't, you're going to get bacteria in your pores and get infections. Every couple of days after showering. But what if you're out there working out, you're getting funky? See, that's different. If you want to shower because you want to make sure that you're socially acceptable, that's different than if you just want to shower to be healthy.
Last year, there's a big thing about white people, how a lot of us don't wash our legs when we shower. That was a big scandal on Black Twitter. And I remember reading all the tweets about that, and I was like, that's not true about me, right? And then I realized, I don't know what I do when I shower. So I immediately got in the shower. I was like, all right, I'm not going to tell myself to wash my legs because that's cheating. I'm going to let the muscle memory in my hand do what it normally does at this point in the shower. And my hand turned off the water. So then I went back to the thread, because that's another thing I've learned about white people. We love to report our findings. And guys, Black Twitter found my reply. And the memes they posted to me were the cruelest things I've ever seen on the internet. Somebody posted a meme to me of Jodie Foster as Nell. You ever see that movie? She plays a feral Appalachian mute. They posted that meme to me and they go, "This you?" Yeah, I got "this you" by Black Twitter. And then someone else photoshopped my face on Jodie Foster's face. And they wrote, "It her."
First of all, human beings aren't meant to wash up. Haha, look at that. See? Ooh, my eyeball's dirty. Aren't meant to wash up every single day their whole bodies. They're just not. That's how people get ashy. That's how people damage their skin.
Do white people fight a shower? I'm not understanding. What's the point in fighting soap and water? You'd rather have dry skin than get diseases like the bubonic plague, scurvy. I mean, you guys literally came over to America dirty as fuck. You definitely need to be washing your ass. Online proudly talking about how you don't use a wash rag, talking about how you don't really take care of your hygiene, your hair, things of that nature. Proudly. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And at least wash your ass. And the thing is like, there probably are people who take time off from, washing their ass or something like that. To be out here proudly talking about it is weird as fuck. It is weird as hell. You know what I mean? Especially if you outside working in any field. You're sweating, you got dirt everywhere. Yes, you need to be washing your ass. I don't understand it. And it's always white people online just specifically talking about how they don't take care of themselves. That shit doesn't make any sense.
My children probably bathe maybe once a week.
Can you talk to him about this?
And they don't use.
Michael's a fourth Japanese. He thinks they have to bathe every day. Can you?
One time we had somebody on and they were talking about this, and when the clip went viral, and they said we were abusing people. I was like,
oh Lord.
They said something about privilege too. I was like, what? I didn't know how that works.
No, I said that I did delayed bathing with both my kids.
After they were born.
That's because why would you need to? Why are they dirty?
Talk to us about how you only bathe your kids once a week. I want to know more about that.
Well, first off, I just let my kids do what they want to do. I have 4 children. I'm not going to fight with my kids over little stupid things like bathing.
Agreed.
Like,
what's the age gap again?
Almost 10, 7, 5, and 2.
Woo, you're in it.
Yeah.
So you don't make them bathe every day. You'll just do when they want to once a week.
If it's once a week, you know, like now they they swim. We have a pool and they swim in the summer. So I guess we call that bathing. So it's probably even less than that, you know, but no, we tell it like our kids have autonomy over their bodies and their rooms, assuming, you know, and they can make all the choices around that, assuming they're safe.
This discourse talking about how white people don't know how to wash themselves is really fascinating to me, and so I want to share my experience about how I actually learned how to wash and what it looked like in my white supremacist Mormon household growing up. Now, I always had washcloths available to me. They were always under the sink. It wasn't really enforced or taught. It was always in the bathtub. And it seemed like there was just kind of like one in there and then we'd change it every week. I was never touching it. I don't know if my siblings were touching it. I know when we were younger, we'd play with it in the tub, but when it comes to washing, the grossest thing that still grosses me out to this day thinking about it is how we would share bathwater. I had 4 siblings. We'd all share bathwater. When we were younger, it was either like 2 and 2 would go, or like after we'd each go in the last person's bathwater. The grossest thing was my older sister. We're 22 months apart. She sometimes would shower with my younger sister. And when she was like 9 or 10 years old, our youngest sister came to us and told us that, hey, there's yellow stuff in the bathwater. And my older sister tooted. And we're like, what? We ended up getting out of my older sister that she was peeing in the bathwater. Now, mind you, me and her are 22 months apart. We shared bathwater my entire childhood. I always thought we were clean until 2005 when I moved to Atlanta. White people don't talk about cleanliness. White people don't talk about cleaning themselves. White people don't talk about lotion. White people don't talk about their hair nearly to the scale that the black community does. I went there and I was dumbfounded by how much they held each other accountable to their appearances. Nails, hair, everything pristine all the time. And my mom, I felt like, was very much like that growing up, but it felt like this was like up like 10 notches. So that's kind of where I learned most of the things you should be doing, like moisturizing after you shower. I learned that in Atlanta.
Fellow white people of TikTok, it has come to my realization today that black TikTok thinks we stink. Well, a lot of white people do. So what the fuck are you all doing not washing your ass? I'm talking to you. You right there. Just because you get in a shower and you put water on your body and you wash your underarms, there's other parts of your body that you have to wash, okay? With a washcloth or a sponge, your body, okay? With soap. And some of you all need antibacterial soap, and a little bit of bleach in your water ain't going to kill you. And I don't want to hear that some of you all think lotion and body oil is slimy. You have one set of skin on your body, and you have to take care of it. If you use the right kind of oil for your skin and the right type of body oils and lotion, it ain't going to feel slimy. Okay? I don't stink. I wash all parts of my body. And I use the thing that scrubs your back. Yeah, because you know what? You all don't wash your back either. And that's how you get back knee. That's disgusting. Wash your back, wash your ass, and my God, wash the bottoms of your feet. That's disgusting. That's why your feet stink, because you don't wash your feet. You wash your whole entire body and all that nastiness goes down on your feet. That's disgusting. Wash your damn feet. And while we're at it, use lotion on your elbows and on your knees. Just because our skin's not dark and we don't have that ashy appearance on those areas, don't mean they ain't dry. And my God, use lotion on your feet and your heels. If it's getting to be sandal season, and if I see any more of us white people going out there and y'all got ashy looking damn ugly toes and feet. That's disgusting. You don't have to go out and pay for a pedicure to have nice toes and feet. Put lotion on your toes and feet and lotion on your body, even if you put lotion on at night and go to bed. I know that sounds really weird, but trust me on this. And put lotion on your feet and put socks on and go to bed. And wash your ass. Antibacterial soap, some of y'all probably need it. Lumi. Don't that smelly stuff. Dove makes really, really good soap. Okay? And really, really good things that have actives that get rid of rough patches on your skin. Do you know why my tattoos look so good? Because I use stuff that has active ingredients. And you know why? That's why my eyebrow tattoos and the black on my body, on my tattoos, don't turn gray. Because I take care of my skin.
When I was back in France, I would shower maybe once a month. That's quite normal there, but when I moved to the UK, I saw that people showered way more often. So now I shower maybe once a week, only if I've had like a big day or if I've worked out. Like otherwise, no. I mean, why were perfumes invented, right?
I feel like at least once a year, we hear this discourse from people that look like me. You're not supposed to shower every day. You're not supposed to. Like, wash your bits, but we're not meant to shower every day. And at this point, we're not beating the allegation. Because maybe you don't have to shower every day. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. But you also don't have to tell the entire world about it. Now, I don't wash my hair every day, but I shower once a day and I take a bath almost every single night because I'm not going to get in this bed at the end of the day knowing that living in Texas where it's hotter than dog shit, am I going to get in the bed after a long, hot, sweaty day and then sleep in that sweaty, nasty, that film? You know what I'm talking about. And at this point, nobody knew that. Nobody knew if you did or didn't shower every day until you told somebody. And I just feel like we should all know a little less about each other. And at this point, I just need a sign that says, I'm white, but I'm not that white.
You did not know in Germany, it is very, very normal for people to not shower every single day. So instead, they use something called a Waschlappen or a Katzenwasch. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, I'm going to explain. Hey, Klaus, thank you so much for letting me spend the night. Like, I just want to take a shower really quick. Is that cool? Yeah, genau, go ahead. But you don't need to take a shower, really. What do you mean, Klaus? Like, it's stinking down there. Like, I can smell the stink through the pants. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, I can smell it too. But in Deutschland, we use a Waschlappen, like a towel. You put water and you wash your private parts, that stinky area. I don't think I understand like what you're talking about right now. So you'll go to the bathroom, you'll put some water in the sink, you put soap on your towel and you wash your area. So you're gonna go all the way to the bathroom, you're gonna put some water, wash the stink off, and not just jump in the shower? Yes, genau. See, you're not the stupid American. You can understand. So now we're going to do a demonstration on the Waschlappen. So basically, you would get your towel and you go.
It's so sad that TikTok is exposing how white people don't know proper hygiene. But at Marine Corps boot camp in Parris Island, South Carolina, every single night recruits would get online in their skivvies, which mean we would only have our underwear on, and we would show our nails, we would turn around, and our drill instructors would do a hygiene inspection to make sure that we were washing and bathing ourselves properly, that we were washing or brushing our teeth, that we were shaving, that we were being able to soap our armpits and our feet, that we were actually properly bathing ourselves, because people would go to boot camp and not know how to bathe. In the Marine Corps, in the military, they had to teach us hygiene because some people went to boot camp and didn't know how to bathe. And so I knew a long time ago that there are people who just don't know how to bathe properly. You need to bathe you don't need to shampoo every day. You need a shower every day. You sweat and you smell bad. If you don't wear deodorant, you smell bad. You need to bathe and shower. If I don't shower and like soap up every single day, like my skin really starts to get disgusting things. And so I shower every single day. And that's what we all need to do, because you have body odor and it's disgusting and we all smell you and we all know. And so the fact that white people don't know proper hygiene so much is that the military had to have hygiene inspections because recruits just simply didn't know how to bathe themselves.
I made the conscious decision to stop washing my hands. I think when I was in college.
Was it college for you?
I don't know. That's when I remember it, because one of my good friends from college also doesn't wash her hands, and it was like how we had that bonding experience. One day I was like, I'm just not gonna wash them. She was like, I'm not either. I don't wash my hands.
I don't really trust people that wash their hands because, well, one, I don't think it does anything to actually wash. It doesn't do anything to actually wash them.
I do wash if I go number 2.
They didn't used to wash them back in like way back in the day when they didn't have, and you would go to the bathroom out in the outhouse. Nobody washed their hands then, and there was less diseases.
I sometimes, like, when my roommate's home, I'll have to, like, turn the water on, because I'm like, I don't want them to think I'm, like, disgusting.
I'll, like, text. I'll, like, turn the water on and, like, take a text break
No,
and be
literally,
like,
I'm like, When you're at work and someone that you know goes into the stall, you're like, well, I guess I'll fake washing my hands now.
We're always in the bathroom with Kate, and I'm always like,
we also don't shower.
The hand washing. I thought that was going to be like, everyone was going to be like, thank you for speaking your truth, queen. Everyone's like, you're fucking disgusting.
that is gross.
That's gross. And I'm like, and I posted a video yesterday. I was like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, you say that, I had to delete it. I was like, you're really saying in the comfort of your own home, you wash your hands after you pee? No, you fucking don't. All the comments are like, yeah, I fucking do. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I really thought they were going to be like, yes, queen.
And like, I think about, like, did my roommate see that? Does she think I'm just
Don't
making
you think
germs
everyone thinks you're
everywhere?
gross
Yeah.
now? It's just like, I just when I'm peeing, I'm just not washing.
That's one thing we don't like, but we lost friends over this though, so I get it.
The conversation of white people's poor hygiene has resurfaced on the internet. And of course, again, as always, without fail, there are white people who are posting videos or making comments on other videos about why they think it's justified to not wash their entire parts of their body in the shower, or why they think it's acceptable to shower every 3 to 4 days. And I'm just here to tell you that you're a dirty bitch. You're a dirty bitch, and here's why. Mainly in this video, I'm going to focus on the argument of I don't need to wash my feet, I don't need to wash my legs, I don't need to wash my back or my stomach or my chest or XYZ part of my body, I just need to wash my armpits and my junk, and that's cleanly enough. I'm here to ask you, would you do the same thing for dishes? Okay, so walk with me here. Imagine you just ate a plate of spaghetti. You know how dirty a plate will get after having a plate of spaghetti. You've got oil, you've got sauce, you've got leftover pieces of meat and spaghetti riddled around the plate. To clean that plate, would you take your dish soap, spray it over on the top of the plate? Would you just go like this with the dish soap, let it trickle down a little bit, and then rinse it and call it clean? No. No, because it wouldn't be clean. Because to get that oil and the grime and the sauce and all of that debris off of the plate to actually make it clean, you have to scrub that. You have to activate that soap against the oil to absorb or to dissolve the oil from the plate and wash it off. Your skin is the same. Throughout the day, you're getting dead skin cells building up on your skin, you're getting dirt, you're getting pollen, you're getting dust, you're getting oil from your skin, and you're getting sweat and various other debris and contaminants that are building up on your skin. Just because you can't see them does not mean that it's not there. And all of that builds bacteria, which is the reason that you stink. All of that and bacteria combined with the sweat that exudes from your pores is why you stink. That's how we have body odor. So again, imagining our skin is the plate, you have to take soap with something that you can agitate that debris with, not your fucking hand. To everyone who thinks that it's acceptable to wash your body with only your hand and no wash rag, no loofah, no African net sponge, no any tool to agitate your skin, you are also not getting clean, because you would not clean a dish with your hand, okay? It's not abrasive enough. So when you use a tool that is slightly abrasive and in combination with the soap, and you agitate that debris that is on top of your skin, that is the only way to properly remove that debris, that oil, that grime, those dead skin cells. That is the only way to get that off of your skin. So when you are getting in the shower and you're washing your pits and your junk, or you're washing your upper body but not washing your legs, and letting the soap trickle down and calling that a day and saying that your legs are clean now, you are not getting your legs clean. And what happens is that dead skin cell, or those dead skin cells and that debris builds up on your legs. And that's why you get ingrown hairs. That's why you get reactions when you shave, and you get all these razor bumps, which the razor bumps can be caused by multiple different reasons. But a lot of the times, the reason that you have such bad razor bumps is because your skin is not clean when you are shaving it. So when you are shaving it and you're having micro tears in your skin, bacteria and nastiness is getting in those micro tears in your skin and causing irritation. So no, it's not enough to just allow it to trickle down. Yes, you do need to wash your feet. You actually need to scrub the fuck out of your feet. You should spend the most time washing your feet, because your feet are the dirtiest part of your body. Why would you not want them to get clean? Even if they're going to get dirty when you walk out of the shower again, when you walk around your house, they still need to be clean at some point. And the whole, I don't need to wash my body every day, I don't need to shower every day thing, going back to the dish metaphor, if you ate spaghetti on this plate yesterday, are you going to grab that same plate to eat your spaghetti on today without washing it? No. Your skin should be treated the same way that you treat your dishes. So the moral of the story is, it takes 2 fucking minutes to wash your body properly. It should not take that long. And if you are not willing to spend that 2 minutes, you're just lazy and dirty. And maybe stop trying to justify that on the internet and just accept it for yourself, that you're just a lazy, dirty bitch. And self-awareness is key. But you don't need to make it everybody's problem, and you don't need to try and justify the fact that you're a lazy, dirty bitch on the internet, because all you're doing is embarrassing yourself. And if this video offended you, I hope it does. I hope you are offended if this video applies to you, and I hope that you make a change in your life for the better. Because you stink, and just because you don't know that you stink doesn't mean everyone else in your life doesn't know that you stink, and your skin probably looks and feels like shit. And you'll thank me later. So if I offended you, please use that offense productively to benefit yourself. Have a good day. Love you. Bye.
I feel like at least once a year, we hear this discourse from people that look like me. You're not supposed to shower every day. You're not supposed to. Like, wash your bits, but we're not meant to shower every day. And at this point, we're not beating the allegation. Because maybe you don't have to shower every day. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. But you also don't have to tell the entire world about it. Now, I don't wash my hair every day, but I shower once a day and I take a bath almost every single night, because I'm not going to get in this bed at the end of the day knowing that living in Texas, where it's hotter than dog shit, am I going to get in the bed after a long, hot, sweaty day and then sleep in that sweaty, nasty, that film? You know what I'm talking about. And at this point, nobody knew that. Nobody knew if you did or didn't shower every day until you told somebody. And I just feel like we should all know a little less about each other. And at this point, I just need a sign that says, I'm white, but I'm not that white.
Are y'all bathing with this here? Putting it in the bathtub. Putting this into the bathtub and putting your body inside of the bathtub. You can't do that. I mop my floors with this.
We absolutely do. We absolutely have beautiful hot Dettol baths. We do. It's within my culture. I'm Caribbean, and let me tell you something. We be bathing in Dettol, okay? We be bathing in Dettol. It's something I've grown up with, something I've always known. It's something that my mother's always known, and it's just being passed down from the islands, I think. Yeah, I bath with Dettol, and I'm proud. Okay, I'm proud to be bathing with my Dettol. And I know a lot of people think it's weird. Like, I think it's weird that we don't wash chicken and, other poultries. But there we go. Try it. And you know what? It doesn't aggravate the vagina area. You think it might, but it doesn't. It doesn't throw off your pH. So give it a go. I suggest a cupful in a nice hot bath.
White people don't use washcloths. Do you use washcloths?
Washcloth.
Wow, you don't use washcloth either.
What do you use?
I might be one of the only whites I know that uses a washcloth.
What is a washcloth, though?
A little tiny towel in the shower that you use soap to get the reaches of your body, not just soap in your hand. You use for your back and.
Well, I use.
This is another joke. White people don't wash their legs. Have you ever washed your legs? No. See, white people don't wash their legs.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I use one of those loofahs, but the long ones. What do you call them?
A loofah.
But not the spongy kind.
But there's a loofah on the
end.
But
the long sheet kind.
Mm-hmm.
And I put the soap on it.
That's a washcloth.
And I do that's not a washcloth.
What? Is it cloth?
No.
Are you washing with it?
It's not cloth at all.
What is it?
It's, what do you call that?
Loofah.
Sponge. It's not even a...
Even Bobby knows what's up. These net sponges are way better than a loofah or even a washcloth. This is loofah all cut up. It's long, flimsy, and it's weak. So stop using things that'll harm you and get one of these. These do not carry bacteria at all, unlike a loofah. So you can get yours in the link in the description below.
As a white woman on Black TikTok and as a white woman who has visited, I think I'm at like 20 countries at this point, the whole concept that white Americans are not as cleanly as maybe other races or other cultures, it is true. Now, before all the white people come for me, obviously this is not the case for every single white person. It doesn't even have to be the case for you. But as someone who has friends of all races and has lived in and visited numerous different cultures, like, white Americans have a very unique concept of cleanliness. Just to give an example, I ran into my neighbor today and I was like, oh my God, I love you wearing a hat. She just looks so cute with a hat. And she was like, oh yeah, I threw it on because I didn't feel like showering the last few days. That's actually kind of normal. That's actually not an abnormal thing in white culture. That is like completely normal and definitely something I grew up doing. You would not shower every single day. And I saw another white woman break down this whole thing and it was so interesting. And she said, I'll have to find it, but she said something about like growing up, they'd be like, oh, well, if you swam in the pool or the lake, like you don't need a shower. Like, I'm pretty sure I was told that sentiment as well. Just the whole ideas around cleanliness are so different. Now, I'm also coming from a background of the South, so Alabama, Georgia, Florida are where I've spent a lot of my time. I've traveled all over the world, and for example, I was just in Tokyo for a few weeks, and they are just so much more clean. They wash and shower and wash their actual hair every single day. And I know, by the way, that there's a lot of different cultures that do different things. Like, not all hair types need to be washed every single day. But I'm just saying, out of all the cultures that I have been friends with or I have visited or lived in, us whites are really unique. And out of all my Black friends, like, there's a reason that on here, Black women talking about body care and like different things they use, it's because Black women like really take it to another level. Like, Black women are some of the cleanest women I have ever met and take very, very good care of themselves. The skin is always skinning. And I've seen some people break down like why this is, that white people like do not shower every day or aren't as into their hygiene. And I have a personal take on it. I haven't seen it. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but I haven't seen it. But I really feel like it's this idea that white people have that they are just innately cleaner than like everybody else. Like white people are just clean. We're just so clean. And that's the reason that a lot of white people feel like they don't need to shower every day or every other day, or, you know, I don't even know how much. And simultaneously, I think that some of those white people also view like other races to not be cleanly, but they literally view their whiteness as cleanliness. And I think that has to do with like some white people like feeling like whiteness is pure and clean and better than and whatever. I feel like maybe that's the root of it, but that's just my take. And also, as someone who's dated a variety of races, like I like every person, I'm more like the person for who they are. Of all the men I've dated, I will honestly say I feel like, unfortunately, white men struggle the most with their hygiene.
Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you are doing great from wherever you're watching this video from. Honestly, I'm still baffled by the fact that we have a group of people that think that they don't need to take a shower. They don't have to do it. And if they do it, they're just going to be using soap. And it's enough. Is it cultural? Yes, it is. I'll explain why. As a person, I'm going to be using my perspective as a person who's coming from, African society. There is no way you're going to be bathing in soap only. You got to use a cloth. There is always a cloth. Back home, we call it sutru. Some of you call it sponge or sponge, depending on how you pronounce it. But for white folks, all you need to do is just need to get in the shower, have a bath, right? So people are talking about this, and I wanna hear the comments, like what really people say about this. Somebody said that when my daughter had a friend that would spend 2 weeks in our home during the summer, this kid didn't want to shower. She told my daughter that your mom gets on my nerve. This shower thing, I only like it to shower if I feel dirty. Now this is the lady speaking. She didn't like perspirants either. I had to make her shower daily. She tried that trick of dampening a towel. She is white and has hair down near her butt. When they were 13, she had a blankie. I washed it because it was filthy. She had a panic attack. Her mom said that thing had never been washed. She'd been sleeping with that thing since a baby. And to think that thing had been in my bed. She had 14 cats inside, 2 goats, 2 dogs, rabbit, mice, and 2 sugar gliders. She stopped coming and they are no longer friends, but they are 23 now. My niece's white dormitory mate will throw her hands on top of the microwave and didn't see anything wrong. My brother had to get this daughter an APT off campus. Yes, she left the microwave full of cooties. God damn. God damn. Man, that's so nasty. That story is really, really nasty. Okay. It's really nasty. That's a nasty business over there. Somebody said that, this is about whiteness. They have white skin, so they cannot be dirty. If they really think ants can clean your body effectively, why do they use clothes and their vehicles and their animals and their homes? Somebody asked a question. You tell me the answer. The one who is watching this. Somebody say that when I went to college, I had a white roommate that would walk around naked and leave her dirty underwear on the floor. She also didn't flush the toilet. God damn. Needless to say, I moved to a different dorm with a black classmate the next semester. That's some nasty business. Somebody also said that I know someone just like this. I don't hang out with them, nor am I seen with them anymore. I got tired of smelling funk. Man. I got tired of smelling funk and hearing how they don't care about themselves while making excuses to not wash at all or wear deodorant. If you like just like this, wash your butt. You will unknowingly lose friends. Man, this is really crazy. Somebody asked a question. Ladies, how do you handle this time of the month, before and after intimacy? That's some nasty business down there. No matter what color you are, skin is skin, pores are pores, same as sweat glands. A sweat glands and dirt and bacteria are the same. They don't care whether you're white or black. They'll just get into you. Somebody just said, just yesterday, I went to the hospital to visit my friend. As I was leaving, I passed by 3 white women in the lobby. I smelled them from a... Man, stop doing this. I smelled them from at least 6 feet away. God damn. I couldn't believe it. It is very distinct. I know that smell anywhere, though I hadn't in a long while. I just told my husband this story this morning. It was horrible. Really, really horrible. Man, people are sharing. Somebody also shared that I have a white brother-in-law, but he's Irish. He showers just about every day. He was also a chief in the Navy. 2 months without showering is wild. I went a month without showering when I was deployed in the Marines, and I couldn't smell my bowels and bottles at the same time. God damn. I showered twice a day for about 2 months after I got back from nastiness. Oh my God. The comments are crazy, you all. The comments are really crazy. Like, nah, there's some nasty business going down here in the comment section. Absolutely crazy. Man, I will be laughing the whole day. Brothers and sisters, I'm your host and pray Zenta Ejidok Stories. But until then, let me see you on my next video. Until then, peace, love, and harmony. Salute.